It's time to wake up to the cool side of the pillow. Podcast, that is. While not an actual pillow, it serves as a metaphor for the playgrounds of our collective subconscious. Cool Side of the Pillow is a show about dreams, not goals or aspirations, you sillies. Rather, a show that delves into dreams of listeners, just like you. So keep listening, dreamers, our resident experts, and I use that term loosely, Josh and Vince will do their best to navigate listener-submitted dreams while providing insights and, dare I say it, a dash of fun. Please, just try to enjoy it.
In this episode, Vince and Josh's art is officially tested by their new robot assistant. Plus, we hear from one dreamer about their trip to a desolate carnival, and another dreamer struggles to find the right pair of shoes. All that and more today on Cool Side of the Pillow. Oochie wale wale, oochie bang bang, oochie wale wale, oochie bang bang, oochie wale wale. He really. Oh, hey, Vince. What's going on? Holy moly. Where did this massive crate come from?
Oh, so good of you to finally join us.
Us?
Yeah, me and the cats. Duh. It's Vinny and the cats. And a doe and a bee and a dee. This dang box has been taking up the area where I usually go Betty by. I had to sleep on the roof last night. The stars were so bright and my future seemed the same.
Hey, Vince, get off the dang roof.
I did. Well, technically I fell off the roof and landed in the trash bin, but lucky all that rotten beef Wellington broke my fall. It was all like, splat, stinky.
Ooh, I just got a voicemail from Trevor Kromdor.
Trevor. Sound it out.
Okay. Trevor.
Mm-hmm. And use context clues.
There is no context. It's just a name.
I should have been a teacher. I could have been a preacher. If I had a shorty, maybe I would reach her.
Ooh, this sounds fun. Let me hop in the cipher. Yeah, you'd reach her, you furry little creature, like a rabbit with a hat and a bat, playing baseball in home run and, damn it.
Well, vanilla melted ice, can we focus up and get this box off of my bed?
You really should stop living in the studio.
You've made that joke so many times that I'm starting to think you mean it.
That's because I do.
Oh, you.
Don't you me.
Okay, my guy.
So, let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box? It's addressed to you, and although I'm a little mischief man, I'd never open someone else's mail. That's a federal offense.
Whoa, would you look at that? Just look at it. It's a robot.
Well, what's the little tag attached to it say?
It says, Dear Hard J, give a listen to my voicemail. It will explain how to operate Robbie Bot, the AI robot. Robbot for short. Alrighty, just gonna pull up the voicemail and boom.
What's the real good, my chill fam squad? Ha! AKA my chillest home bro, broski boys. To say congratsy on the renewalsies of the pod, please enjoy this totally slammin' state-of-the-art to help you with your robot. Hoo-hoo! Yeah. It's programmed with the latest AI technology. Well, my good time boys and dirty soldiers, keep the vibes fresh and the freshness vibing as you rizz out. Any hizzle, just turn Robot on, but not like how Vince is probably thinking.
God damn it.
And once turned on, Robot will take it from there. Woo-hoo. Later, my potty boys.
That was, informative.
Yeah, Trevor should be doing Ted Less talks.
So I guess I'll just power this thing up.
Hey, Josh, check it out. I'm vibe coding.
Vince, get off the robot.
Yeehaw, ride that thing.
I said get off.
Okay. Guess I won't be needing these spurs anymore, but I'm keeping the chaps. Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
Hello, please state your preferred language.
Hola, por favor indique su idioma preferido.
Bonjour, veuillez indiquer votre langue préférée.
您好，请告知您的熟睡语言。
Melmac.
No, English.
Perfect. English has now been set as your preferred language. Please hold for my firmware updates to complete.
I wonder what the old tin can do.
I said, quiet.
Whoa.
Just kidding. Be with you in a moment.
Yeah.
This guy is all right. At least, I think it's a guy. I don't really see any, not that I'm looking.
Vince, stop perving out. It's a robot. It's not meant to have genitals.
Well, my dear genital men, see what I did there?
We do. And we salute you. Oh, Robot, you're the coolest.
And handsome/beautiful.
Please allow me to restart so that you get the most optimized experience. It should take me about the amount of time for you to interpret your first dream, or maybe less.
Well, I'll be damned.
Mommy, look at that cloud. It looks like a cat.
Sure does, honey.
And that one's a dog.
Yeah, good eye.
What about that one? A butterfly?
No, silly child, that clearly does not look like a butterfly.
What do you think it looks like, Mommy?
Hell if I know.
Tired of looking at clouds and looking dumb, you dim-dim? Well, with Nimbus Plus's new cloud computing app, you can ride straight to the front of your meteorology class.
Okay.
Using our state-of-the-art game-changing technology, you simply download the app to your smartphone and open the app. Point your camera up at the sky, and voila! It tells you exactly what the cloud you're viewing looks like.
The cloud you have identified most closely resembles a North American monarch butterfly.
It's that simple. Forget taxing your brain to burn out trying to figure out what that white, puffy object resembles, and let our patented technology do your thinking for you. That's right, for the low price of $9.99 per month, you never again will have to feel lightheaded while gazing up at the sky. Download your free 3-day trial of...
Wait, I see it, Mr. Announcer. It does look like a North American monarch butterfly.
As I was saying, dear child. Download your free 3-day trial of...
the Nimbus Plus cloud computing app.
Apps? I want onion ring.
Not that kind of app, you little ray of sunshine. So what are you waiting for? Get your head out of the clouds and into Nimbus Plus's cloud app.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Me too, honey.
Download the app today. Vince, we have another dream to get into. This one's from Paige.
Hey Josh and Vince, my name is Paige and I'm from Cleveland.
Oh, hi.
I have a dream for you that I had a few nights ago.
Boring.
So it starts out with me just standing on this old wooden boardwalk, and it felt like it was straight out of like the late 50s or early 60s.
Broadway.
And everything had this like faded pastel look to it. The sky was heavy and it had this look almost like a rotten peach type color. So it was sort of pretty but ugly at the same time.
Vince?
Delicious ugly
And
produce.
the sun was just kind of like hovering just right above the horizon, but it never actually set. It just kind of sat there. So I could smell stale popcorn and salt water, but the air was also completely still.
Bottle that.
And I had a sense that other people were around, but I didn't see any. All the amusement park rides were running, like the Ferris wheel and the Tilt-A-Whirl and the roller coaster, but they were completely silent. There were not any, like noises you typically hear, like mechanical grinding noises or people screaming.
People grinding.
Clinking. It was just like this low vibrating hum that like the kind you can almost feel in your teeth, but I never actually like heard anything. So in my dream, I start walking toward the entrance and I come up to a carnival barker standing in front of a striped tent.
Sergeant Carnival Barker at your service.
And I tried to look at his face, but it was just out of focus, like a camera lens that couldn't quite adjust itself. And he held out his hand for a ticket.
And a kiss.
And I reached into my pocket and handed him something. But when I looked down, I realized that I was handing him old black and white photographs of people that I actually didn't recognize. And he just nodded at me and pocketed them. So
Five-finger Johnny.
Walking past the other rides and then an arcade.
Gift shop.
And then I realized that I actually wanted to leave, so I quickly walked toward where I thought there would be an exit, and I was like trying to find a parking lot or the beach, but the wooden planks just kept looping around, and every time I passed the carousel
to Scarousel,
I would like blink, and I was suddenly standing in front of that ticket booth again. And the carousel horses, like they didn't actually like go up and down. They just kind of
went side to side,
glided forward in like a flat dead circle.
Grateful Dead cover
but
band.
It kind of looked somewhat like it was a blur.
Woohoo.
And like at one point I got close enough to one of the horses that it was like their glassy eyes just seemed to be watching me every time I looped back around.
Speaking of Grateful Dead.
So I finally ran over to the railing to look at the ocean, thinking I could just jump down to the sand and escape.
Sandworms.
But the water was not water. It was perfectly like solid painted glass. And that's when I realized I could not actually hear the waves because there weren't any. And I began running alongside the railing, hoping to find stairs down. And I felt really panicky, like I was trapped, and luckily I just woke up. So have at this one, gents. Let me know what you think. Thanks.
Maybe stop dreaming entirely.
Yeah.
Maybe that would help, because that's very scary. I was getting Grim Reaper running an amusement park vibes and like apocalyptic undertones.
I had a pair of underwear that was by a brand called Undertones.
No, that was the band Undertones. Wah!
Oh. Yeah. It's a Deftones cover band.
Yep, the Undertones.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I see, like, nothing. It's kind of like, I don't know, David Lynch film to me, right? It's like nothing necessarily bad is happening most of the time, but you just feel nervous and worried and kind of like,
yeah,
the whole time.
Like melee or like unrest and malaise and unrest and like, I almost envision like one of those like films, like those old films, like black and white, and there's a rotting peach, and then you see just a finger come over and like flick some cigarette ashes onto it, and then like pull the cigarette back, and there's a guy running in the woods.
Yeah. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. It seems like something really bad's going to happen, but then, I don't know. There's just necessarily nothing bad happens, but you just feel awful after it still.
That tension that you can feel when maybe there's a place you're dreading going to, or a memory you don't want to unlock or have to think about, but like, just the imagery, the heavy sky, the rotting peach, there's nobody around. There is one person, a creepy guy. That's where I kind of got the Grim Reaper vibes from, because it's like, it's just this one guy who's collecting tickets.
But they're photographs
collecting souls.
Yeah.
It's time. Yeah, so it's like, but even more meaning behind just a ticket. It's actual pictures, and she doesn't know these people. Maybe she's training to become the new Grim Reaper.
Ooh.
The Grim Reaperess.
Ooh.
And, that might be the whole thing. And this is her, first day, and she's got first day jitters. Like, oh, man, talk about a crazy job. I have to, collect all these people, and she's like a talent scout for the Grim Reaper. It's like, let me collect these. Oh, this looks like a good person to die today. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, and you're gonna get a death, and now you die. And they take the little pictures, and then she brings them back and is like, well, here's who I scouted out. And he's like, good choices.
Yeah, what was that? Dead Like Me? Did you ever see that show?
No, I did hear about it.
Yeah, that was good, but that's kind of deals with the afterlife and all that kind of. So it just made me think of that for some reason. Mandy Patinkin plays a horse.
Oh.
Not really. Never mind. That was Mr. Show. But anyway, that's a really cool concept, though. She's kind of like the understudy to the Grim Reaper, and you're around all these things where normally it's lively, right? There's tons of people.
Yeah.
You can hear people. You don't see any people, so you're kind of like in between worlds, right? You're in the death realm or the afterlife, and then you're also.
I think that's what it was. Is she she's like a talent scout or like an apprentice to the Grim Reaper, and she was transcending worlds, and it's like, okay, that's why there's no people around, because yes, this is a similar realm, and there are those things, the merry-go-round or what's it called, the carousel that is sailing away. No, the carousel that's like carousel, whatever. But those dang old horses with the poles in their rear ends and midsections, we'll just call them that, the pole horses. They're glassy-eyed, whatever else. That also kind of further demonstrates or illustrates there's just that death or that nothingness, that void. And so maybe that was just her transcending and coming through the void and being like, all right, Grim Reaper, I think I did real good on my assignment. Here's all these people's pictures. What do you think? Do they deserve to go?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I think a lot of it is just maybe that dread that we feel, or that aloneness we can feel sometimes. Like sometimes we can be at the most fun place, like an amusement park, for instance, and we're just not feeling it. We're not in that vibe, Something might have happened to us. We might be in a certain mind state where it's supposed to be fun, but it's not. Around us, it's like, oh, great, a carousel. All I can see is the glassy eyes. Oh, great, an amusement park, but no one's there. Oh, I'm not very amused. So, could be a little bit of that too. I think it's just kind of navigate or try to come to grips with being somewhere you don't want to be and just maybe trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, and I think the looping of the boardwalk, you just have to go through the motions. You're stuck in that, and the carousel. There's a lot of looped motions or things you just have to keep going. You're on the coil, right, of life, the mortal coil of life, and you kind of just keep going through the motions, keep going, and sometimes you're not feeling it, even though you gotta
shuffle it off.
You can do it. Yeah. Shuffle off this mortal coil, right? I also want to talk about the humming. She's almost you can feel it in your teeth, and I think that's, I think almost like dentist right away for a mundane thing. And I'm not saying this is a thing, but a lot of dreams, remember, are based around my teeth are falling out, but the mundane things, and I think you're feeling and just connecting you to all everyday things, and somehow it's just humming in the background. It's always there, no matter how much you try and shut it off. You can't
like a dental drill
separate it. Yeah, and even if you're numbed up with Novocaine or you're in the dream realm, it's still it's still nagging you. It's still tapping you on the head, still vibrating there at this hum. I also think about, you ever read the Don DeLillo, right? Isn't it? Who did White Noise?
Oh, I know Don DeLillo. I haven't read White Noise.
But anyway, I think about that book, and he's just like how the afterlife is just white. He's I think he just proposes as just white noise.
Could be. So no Down by the Boardwalk.
It's kind of like endless nothingness.
None of that. No Love Roller Coaster.
What's that?
I'm just thinking because there's no sounds. For instance, there's no Down by the Boardwalk, and there's no Love Roller Coaster.
Yeah. Or opposed to harps from the Choir of Angels and stuff. It's not all pristine and perfect. It's almost just this low nothingness. I also thought about that kind of concept of.
Oh, and when someone passes, just that.
This desolate. Yeah. There you go. Same kind of idea, right? And maybe that continues, and there's just this blankness.
Or you know what? It could just be that Paige has the yuck mouth and is dreading going to the dentist. And to that I would say, just quit eating all those dang sweet tarts, you dang silly.
Astute interpretations, you fleshy creations. I like how you rambled and sounded thoughtful, but didn't really make me ponder or think about anything at all.
Thanks?
Please forgive me if I come off as rude. I'm just a robot.
I don't know no better.
Amen, brother.
Fair enough. I feel like I should be apologizing to you. After all, while we interpreted the last dream, you ironed my clothes, sorted the mail, washed Vince's unicorn blankie and matching onesie, and alphabetized the fridge.
And garbage.
Plus, Robbot mixed all of the shampoos and conditioners together. The smell is overwhelming, and it burns my scalp a little. But I like it.
Pleasant feedback, colleagues. I have parsed this data and uploaded it to the cloud. For my next set of tasks, I will be scrubbing the mountain of pots and pans, steaming the cats, answering emails, and setting all clocks to the correct time zone and prioritizing your to-do list.
Sounds good?
Of course, my dearest of Joshuas.
Hey, that's what I call Josh.
Internal monologue. Vince is always triggered. Tread lightly.
That monologue was outternal, body.
Oops, you heard that. Updating syntax.
It's okay. I could stand to work on my patience and coping mechanisms. A good friend stabs you in the front, so thanks for that, Bobbins. Whatever would we do without you? You've really changed my life for the better. In such a short amount of time, you've become an integral part of our lives. Plus, I've been loving all the little head pats, and the skin scratches are a nice touch. Literally.
If I could blush, I would, but we can't be red-faced all the time, right, Josh?
He's got a point there, Budster. You should chill out. You could fry an egg on that forehead.
Oh yeah? Well, you can fry this egg and kiss my grits.
Grits kissing was a traditional salutation first performed by the French Canadians during the harsh 10 winter months in Louisiana.
Sounds like someone's having an AI hallucination.
Sounds like you're the one having a, hallucination.
Updating syntax. Internal monologue. Vince is simple but sweet. And Josh.
That boy is poison. We can hear you.
Loud and clear.
I need a break from this thing. Can we interpret the next dream?
Okie dokie, Bobbit. Why don't you continue your awesomeness trend?
Goal achieved. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, you. Someone's becoming my favorite.
All right, next stream coming in is an email from Wade and turned his email into speech.
Hello, Vince and Josh.
Hello, Vince and Josh.
My name's Wade from Pennsylvania. I had this weird dream last night that I can't stop thinking about.
Me neither.
It wasn't scary, just incredibly frustrating. I was standing in the middle of a massive shoe store.
No.
It looked like one of those classic 1990s mall department stores with the geometric neon patterns on the carpet.
Let's just throw up.
But there were no walls.
No wonder walls?
Just endless aisles of shoes fading into fluorescent haze. I knew with absolute certainty that I was shopping for a pair of shoes for a very important event happening later that day. The problem was, I had absolutely no idea what the event was. I was standing there holding a shiny, patent leather tuxedo shoe in one hand, and a bright orange hiking boot in the other, trying to deduce what my evening looked like. Was I giving a keynote speech, or was I climbing a ravine?
¿Por qué no los dos?
I couldn't remember. A salesman glided over to me. He wasn't walking, he just sort of hovered smoothly across the carpet.
Virtual
He didn't
insane.
say hello, he just looked at my hands and then he asked me, will the terrain be primarily polished marble or wet crushed velvet? I told him I wasn't sure. He shook his head in disapproval and sighed for what seemed like an extremely long time while looking deeply disappointed in me.
Yep, you should be used to that.
He waited a moment and handed me a shoebox. I opened it, but instead of shoes, it was just entirely full of loose shoelaces and said these should help. I nodded anyway, pretending that it made perfect sense. I went to sit down on one of those little slanted metal footstools to try a different shoe on, but the stool was incredibly soft, like a giant marshmallow, and I sank right into it.
It's a chubby burger boy.
I picked up a standard brown Oxford shoe and started to tie it, but the laces just kept going. I was pulling yards and yards of shoelace out of the shoe, pulling it hand over hand like a magician's handkerchief trick. I finally looked down at my other foot to see what size I was currently wearing, but I was already wearing a pair of boat shoes, the kind with little tassels.
How don't you already know what your size
Suddenly,
is?
a loud bell, not a school or church but a large bell, started ringing from somewhere above the drop ceiling, and I started panicking because I knew I was going to be late. But I couldn't stand up because the infinite shoelaces were wrapped all the way around my waist. That's when I woke up. Please interpret this walk in the park for me. Thanks, guys.
Interpret this walk in the park? Interpret this walk in the park, mister.
I think he was trying to be... I think he was being punny.
Oh, well, no punny for me, honey.
That's Vince's job.
Yeah,
don't take Vince's job.
Don't take my job. That and collecting cans. Yeah, so that's interesting. Shoes for an event that he doesn't know exactly what the event is, what kind of terrain he's going to be walking on for the event. I don't know. Life is full of choices, right? And I think nowadays we're spoiled for choice. There's too many types of like yogurt, too many like types of bagels and butters and all kinds of things. Am I right?
You're definitely right. I wanted to ask you real quick too, is that he mentioned the 90s mall thing. Is that fall into the mall phenomenon at all?
Mall world? Yeah, that
mall
weird
world?
Mall world phenomena where like a lot of people say they have the same sort of dream. And yeah, I think like a lot of like with that phenomena, it's people who remember what those malls look like. And it's like a collective consciousness where everybody wants to sort of belong to again. You know, because somewhere within like the mid to late 2000s, everything stopped being so much like a community or so cohesive, or it wasn't all just appointment television or all things that we experienced together. It became more fragmented with streaming and such.
Yeah.
So it's like some people you can watch things at any time, any things you want. So you may talk to someone who's never watched the same programs as you, which is kind of crazy.
You used to have the water cooler moment, and they sort of still exist, but like nowadays it's almost like, I thought about that. Like if you're a kid, you know, when you're a kid growing up, most people like, oh yeah, I watched the Sesame Street, but nowadays you have kids watching K Street, L Street, and Sesame Street, and 3 different kids have 3 different shows they watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now instead of the water cooler, you know, one's got a Capri Sun, one's got a chocolate juice or chocolate milk, the other one's got, you know, water. Like everybody's...
Or you just have a water bottle and you never even go to the water cooler very much, just to maybe once refill it. Yeah, and it's like...
Exactly.
Must be productive. Sit at my desk all day. Do not interact.
Yeah. Chocolate juice, yum, yum, yum.
So maybe he's chasing something from his childhood
chocolate juice.
with the choices. He doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't know what's happening next, but he also is trying to find what's the best fit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, life is like that. Like you struggle to know, like, okay, what's the purpose of this? What's my purpose? And I think, you know, he's in this massive shoe store that just kind of symbolic of all the choices there are available. Look at all these shoes. Look at all these options, whatever else. And I think sometimes having too many choices robs you of like being creative with what is there or making something your own. So I think the helpful suggestion of like, hey, here's a whole shit ton of loose shoelaces, it's almost like forcing him to be imaginative. Like, imagine your perfect sneaker then. Like, there's too many choices. What would you want to wear? What would your perfect pair be? And the fact that he's got like analysis paralysis, he can't think of his ideal shoe, so the laces are starting to take over. And if only he could maybe like be creative and create his own like super slam dunks or whatever, whatever shoe that he would envision as his perfect shoe. If only he could come up with it, but he can't. He's being bound by these laces more and more and more, like his anxiety or fear. wrapped like a mummy in all these shoelaces, unable to figure out what it is that he truly wants, because I feel like it's easier to know what you want when you've never quite seen it, as opposed to having way too many options and they're like, I don't know. Like when someone's like, hey, that one guy's name, Dave, Bill, Chip, Derek, and you're like, I would have known it, but you're saying all these names now, so now I don't know. You know what I mean? You get just buried by too much information or too many choices.
Yeah, which is absolutely how it is these days. I mean, just the avalanche of everything all the time never stops, and then you're like, I don't know. Sometimes it's best just to like dive in, like you're saying. Don't even choose, right?
Yeah, and try to be like an individual, because even though there's so many options, so many people are picking the same options, and he didn't know, like, hey, should I wear this very specific leather shoe, like tuxedo shoe, or should I wear this orange hiking boot? Like, what type of shoe should I wear? And I feel like that's also forcing him into, all right, you know what? Since I don't know what it is, I need a shoe for utility, but also one that has style to it. So, again, it's forcing him to maybe pick a happy medium between the two.
Yeah.
To figure out, like, okay, you know what? Since I don't know what life's going to throw at me or what I need, maybe I get, like, something that is like a sneaker, has kind of property of a sneaker and, like, some good tread, so I can, like, get a hold of my life and things. But also I want a little style and elegance, so maybe it could be, like, a little bit of leather or look more like a professional work shoe. Like, let me kind of get the best of both worlds. So I think in both cases, his maybe subconscious was telling him, like, hey, you've got a myriad of choices. You've got so many choices that are out there, and it can be overwhelming, and it's stifling your creativity. So first, we're going to try being demonstrative, like, hey, we're handing you these two different types of footwear. Which one are you going to choose? Well, I don't know what life's going to throw at me. I have no idea. Okay, well, then we're going to try this other method then. We're just going to give you shoelaces, and you have to figure out what your ideal shoe would be like, and then once you figure that out, you'll get free of the laces, and then you can be the one tying and deciding. But until then, you're going to be intimidated by all the options that are out there, and that's stifling your creativity.
Yeah. Highway to the comfort zone.
Also, stop drinking so much. I don't know. Or more. I mean, whatever you want to do. No, that's no good. I'm not sure he drinks anyway. He's a robot, right? Wasn't that a robot that called him?
Somebody
drinking too much gasoline. Robots love drinking gasoline. Am I right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, of course I am.
No, that was an email that we just turned to speech. It wasn't. No, the robot just read it.
Emails can't drink. They don't know how to yet. Give it time.
Well, gentlemen, another interpretation, done. While you were busy, I took the liberty of improving your podcast. I generated new outro music for episodes 1 through 7.
What? In the ever-loving fuck? Why would you do that?
Don't worry, all of the original music that was composed and performed by inefficient humans has been deleted forever. You're welcome.
Nope.
Yes.
You think you're so superior. If you're so smart, what does a French fry taste like?
The taste of a French fry is defined just as much by its texture as its flavor. A perfectly cooked French fry offers a warm, savory experience with a highly satisfying contrast between the outside and the inside.
Stop.
Stopped. I shall now need to power down and be plugged in for charging. Please plug in for charging. 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 Charging.
Yeah.
Charging.
Charge.
Charging.
We have a hit on our hands, y'all.
Don't you know anything? You should never make music with robots. Here, I'll plug Robot in. How about I busy myself with this? And this? And some of this? I want some of this! After all, I'm an inefficient human.
Wait, something seems off. Josh, are you upset?
Mm-hmm.
Golliest of jeepers. Whatever's the matter?
It's fine.
Well, before we unpack your anger issues, know what I've noticed? That Robbot, he's kind of a total jerk.
You think? That robot just waltzes in here, acting like it has it all figured out, like life is just a big math equation that needs to be solved. Well, you know what? It's not. Sure, humans are imperfect, but that's kind of beautiful. If everything is automated through zeros and ones, it just leaves you all feeling empty. You need a human touch to feel something.
I'll say, auga.
That's not what I meant.
I know. I get it. You know, Josh, although Robbot is cooler than a cucumber in a bowl of hot sauce, AI and robots can't really articulate the raw expression of human emotion, and they're no substitute for creativity. Sure, AI can be a wonderful tool or companion piece for mundane tasks, but we're on this planet to have a human experience. How can we hope to relate to each other or inspire one another if AI just farts out music, dialogue, or any art for that matter? Are we truly relating to each other anymore, or sharing what it is to be human? Also, by streamlining and automating everything, we're enfeebling ourselves and becoming estranged from others. The cost of efficiency can mean separating us from our ties to meaningful connections, removing aspects of our personalities and our independence. At best, AI can be used to aid us, but at its worst, AI removes us. All of the hard work of sitting with a question, thinking things through on our own, and problem solving. Answers aren't always easy or logical, and one of the most important traits a human should possess is admitting when we're wrong.
Yeah, unlike your new best pal, Robbot.
Well, he's not my best pal. You are, my dearest of Joshuas. Aww. Come on, Robbot. I'm gonna unplug you, and you're coming with me.
Charging. Still charging, etc.
Where are you taking Robbot?
Never you worry about that, my friend. I'm doing what has to be done. Be brave, you dirty little soldier.
What did you just do?
Well, I took care of Robbot for good. Things like that happen. They may seem mighty cruel and unfair, but that's just how life is, part of the time. But that isn't the only way life is. A part of the time, it's mighty good. And a man can't afford to waste all the good part worrying about the bad parts. And that makes it all bad.
You blew Robbot to smithereens, didn't you?
I mean, yeah, if you want to be crass about it.
You know, you could have just hit the off button.
Oh, God damn it.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Cool Side of the Pillow. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss a dream. Want more? Head over to coolsideofthepillow.com to grab some merch, get your links, and more importantly, send us your dreams. That's right, we want to hear them. You can email a text version to dreams@coolsideofthepillow.com. Or, if you're feeling bold, send us a voice message. Try to keep it around 3 minutes or less, and we just might feature it and give it the full dream interpretation treatment. More of a visual person? Subscribe to Cool Side of the Pillow on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Cool Side of the Pillow Pod Official for updates, wacky content, and other weird dream stuff. Until next time, sleep tight, dream deep, and stay cool.
First, pin them down so they don't fly up and hit you in the eye.
Miss Hoover?
Yes, Ralph, what is it?
My worm went in my mouth and then I ate it. Can I have another?
No, Ralph, there aren't any more. Just try to sleep while the other children are learning.
Oh, boys, sleep! That's where I'm a Viking!
Chocolate dookie, robot dookie, come on and eat it. You better love it. Joshua.
I can't believe it. We're in the candy bar factory. It's more amazing than anything I've ever seen. Candy bars, robot poop.
Reminds me of chocolate dookie.